Most seniors over 60 are told the same story. Blood pressure rises, arteries stiffen, numbers creep up, and the answer is supposed to be a lifelong prescription. Yet studies show that nearly 3 out of 4 seniors over 60 still live with high blood pressure, and many take their medication faithfully while still feeling a quiet fear each time they wrap the cuff around their arm. So in today's episode of the Senior Health Podcast, Japan's oldest physician is sharing 3 delicious, research-backed drinks that you as a senior can make at home to help support healthier blood pressure after 60. He'll explain why each one works, who it's best for, and include simple recipes you can follow step by step. He's sitting right here with me. And doctor, before we begin, what should everyone expect from this conversation?
Today is about giving seniors direction, John. I can't wait to share 3 simple, everyday drinks that help restore steadier blood pressure by supporting the body's own design and explain what is happening beneath the surface in the blood vessels and nerves.
I am eager to hear this. I was just reviewing data from the National Institutes of Health and the Journal of the American Heart Association, showing that nearly 70% of seniors over 60 live with elevated blood pressure, and that even modest reductions of 5 to 10 points can significantly lower stroke and heart disease risk within months.
That is exactly why today's episode is so important, John. Most seniors do not realize that blood pressure instability begins quietly, long before symptoms appear or numbers feel alarming. And the most dangerous part is that few expect how serious the consequences can be once those changes finally surface.
So please stay with us, everyone. This episode is designed to help you feel more in control of your blood pressure and more confident in the choices you make each day.
And leave a comment where you are watching from. I think we can begin, shall we?
The word is yours, doctor. What is the first drink seniors should know about to help support healthier blood pressure?
Let's begin with a drink that many seniors would never guess has such a calming effect on blood pressure. It is simple, taken daily, and works quietly by helping blood vessels soften instead of tighten. I often describe it as a gentle signal to the body that it is safe to relax. When pressure feels unpredictable after 60, those small signals matter more than forceful changes.
That already feels reassuring, especially for seniors who feel like they are doing everything right and still seeing numbers climb.
Yes, and this is because blood pressure after 60 is rarely just about the heart. It becomes a conversation between the nervous system, the blood vessels, and metabolism, all of which grow more sensitive with age. Even good habits can be outweighed by subtle shifts the senior never feels happening.
I hear that all the time in clinic. Seniors tell me they eat well, they walk, they take their medication, and yet the numbers still surprise them.
Exactly, and one reason is that dehydration, mineral imbalance, and vessel stiffness can raise pressure quietly. As we age, thirst signals weaken, and minerals like potassium and magnesium are lost more easily. The vessels respond by tightening, not because something is wrong, but because the body is compensating. This is why gentle daily support can be so effective.
That reframes the problem in a much kinder way.
Now, this brings us back to that first drink. It supports both systolic and diastolic pressure by encouraging the vessels to relax rather than resist. The key compounds help improve circulation while also calming the nervous system. This combination is especially important for seniors whose pressure fluctuates without obvious stress.
So this drink is working on multiple systems at once, not just chasing a number.
Yes, and it is time to name it. The drink is hibiscus tea, made from a deep red flower rich in natural plant compounds called anthocyanins. These compounds help blood vessels widen gently and improve flow. Hibiscus also acts as a mild natural ACE inhibitor, which is the same pathway many medications use.
That explains why some seniors notice changes even when nothing else has worked.
Of course, expectations matter. Hibiscus tea is not a replacement for prescribed medication, but it often makes the body more responsive and steadier. It has a mild diuretic effect, so seniors on blood pressure medication should speak with their doctor before using it regularly. For most seniors, it supports mineral balance rather than depleting it, which is an important distinction.
That balance is what so many seniors are missing right now.
And there is something else I want seniors to hear before we go further. This drink does not work through force or stimulation. It works through rhythm, consistency, and trust with the body. When taken daily, the vessels begin to respond more calmly. Over time, that is when pressure starts to feel less unpredictable, and how you prepare it matters just as much as choosing it.
That makes me curious because preparation is often where seniors get overwhelmed.
We can explore that next. There is a very simple way to prepare this tea, so it feels comforting, safe, and easy to continue. The details help the body accept it without resistance.
I would really like to understand that better. How should seniors prepare and use hibiscus tea so it fits naturally into their day?
Start by choosing a simple hibiscus tea made from dried petals, not sweetened mixes or powders, because purity matters for seniors. Use hot, not boiling, water and let it steep for about 5 to 7 minutes, allowing the deep red color to develop naturally. 1 cup a day is enough for most seniors, ideally earlier in the day or with a meal so the body absorbs it gently. The goal is not a strong medicinal brew, but a calm daily ritual the body can recognize.
That sounds far less intimidating than many seniors might expect. It feels more like adding something comforting than changing everything at once.
Yes, and timing plays a quiet role. Many seniors do best having it mid-morning or with lunch, when hydration supports circulation and blood vessels are more responsive. Most do not feel dramatic changes overnight, but steadier readings often appear after 3 to 6 weeks of consistent use. I hear that a lot in seniors, and it is important they know that slow progress still means the body is responding.
That patience alone could help seniors feel less discouraged when numbers do not shift right away.
Of course, gentle safety matters too, especially for seniors already using blood pressure medication. This tea can enhance the body's response, so moderation and communication with a physician are important. When used thoughtfully, it becomes a steady support rather than another variable to worry about.
That balance feels important, especially for seniors already juggling medications.
And this leads us forward, John. Hibiscus tea helps the vessels relax, but many seniors still struggle with stiffness and resistance inside the arteries themselves. For that, the body needs something different, something that works more slowly and more deeply.
That really makes me lean in. Are you talking about a drink that supports the arteries from the inside, not just the pressure numbers themselves?
Yes, that is exactly what I mean. After 60, many seniors are not dealing with pressure alone, but with arteries that have slowly lost their flexibility. Potassium plays a central role here because it helps blood vessels relax and respond instead of staying rigid. When potassium runs low, pressure rises quietly, even when lifestyle habits look good.
That connects with what I see, especially in seniors who feel stiff despite staying active.
Yes, and this stiffness is often tied to insulin resistance, which becomes more common with age. When blood sugar stays elevated, the inner lining of the arteries becomes less responsive. Over time, the vessels behave more like rigid tubes than living tissue.
That helps explain why pressure can feel stubborn. It also explains why quick fixes rarely hold.
So the second drink we are talking about is a potassium-rich support drink, more like a nourishing blend than a remedy. It is designed to restore flexibility inside the arteries instead of forcing the numbers down. The key here is long-term regulation, not immediate drops. Seniors often feel steadier week by week, not suddenly different overnight.
That slower pace feels much more realistic for aging bodies.
This drink combines foods that work together in a very gentle way. Ground flaxseed supports circulation and helps reduce arterial stiffness over time. Celery contains natural compounds that encourage the vessels to relax. Healthy fats help stabilize blood sugar so insulin stops pushing the arteries into tension.
I can see how that combination would feel grounding instead of stimulating.
Yes, and that balance is intentional. When blood sugar steadies and potassium intake improves, the arteries regain some of their natural elasticity. Seniors often notice fewer spikes and less internal tension. The body begins trusting its rhythm again.
That sense of trust seems just as important as the ingredients themselves.
Well, this potassium-rich drink works best when it becomes part of a meal rather than another task to remember. How it is prepared and when it is taken can determine whether seniors stick with it long enough to feel the benefits. That part is where clarity really matters.
That makes me curious, because preparation is exactly where seniors hesitate. How can this drink be made in a way that feels simple, familiar, and easy to maintain day after day?
Start by keeping this drink practical and familiar, because consistency matters more than perfection for seniors. Use a blender and begin with a cup of water, then add 2 teaspoons of freshly ground flaxseed so it blends smoothly. Chop 2 stalks of celery and add them in, followed by half an avocado to provide potassium and healthy fats. Squeeze in the juice of 1 lemon, add half a cup of blueberries, and finish with half a cup of plain kefir before blending until smooth.
That actually sounds much easier than most seniors might expect.
Yes, and timing makes a difference. This drink is best taken with a meal rather than on an empty stomach because it supports blood pressure by nourishing the body, not stimulating it. Many seniors find lunch works best, especially when digestion and blood sugar are already active. When used daily, changes tend to show gradually over weeks, not suddenly in a single reading.
That gradual response feels much safer for seniors who worry about drops happening too fast.
Of course, portion size matters, especially for seniors managing blood sugar or appetite. This is not meant to replace a meal or be consumed multiple times a day. 1 serving is enough to support the arteries without overwhelming digestion.
That moderation probably makes it easier for seniors to stick with it.
This leads us forward, John. Once seniors begin restoring arterial flexibility and blood sugar balance from the inside, another need often becomes clear. Many still feel cold, tense, or sluggish in their circulation. That is where the third drink comes in, working through warmth rather than nourishment.
That makes me curious, because circulation and warmth are things many seniors tell me they struggle with. What kind of drink supports that without overstimulating the body?
The third drink works through circulation, metabolism, and gentle blood sugar balance rather than nourishment alone. Many seniors feel cold or tense inside because circulation has slowed and inflammation has quietly built up. This drink helps wake those systems without overstimulating them.
That already sounds like something many seniors have been missing.
Let's begin with the idea behind it. Warming herbs help the body move blood more efficiently and reduce low-grade inflammation. When circulation improves, pressure often steadies as a natural result.
That reminds me of seniors who say they feel internally chilled even in warm rooms. It always seemed connected to more than comfort.
Yes, and this is where the specific herbs matter. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar and reduce insulin spikes that tighten blood vessels. Ginger supports metabolism and clears inflammatory tension from the arteries. Lemongrass adds circulation support while also helping with appetite and cholesterol balance.
That combination feels intentional rather than random.
Key here is how these herbs work together. This tea does not push pressure down quickly. Instead, it helps the body soften resistance over time, especially in seniors who feel sluggish or stiff.
That slower approach sounds much safer and more sustainable.
Of course, this drink also supports digestion, which many seniors underestimate. Fennel seeds and cardamom help reduce bloating and improve metabolic comfort. When digestion improves, circulation and blood pressure often follow.
I hear that a lot in seniors who struggle after meals.
Yes, and this is why this third drink complements the first two so well. The first helps vessels relax, the second restores flexibility, and this one keeps circulation moving warmly and steadily. Together they support balance rather than forcing change. Seniors often report feeling calmer and more comfortable overall. The body responds best when support feels complete.
That sense of completeness is something many seniors are searching for.
This leads us forward, John. The way this tea is prepared influences how gently it works. Small choices in timing and strength make a meaningful difference.
I'd love to understand that better. How should seniors prepare this tea so it feels comforting and easy to enjoy each day?
The first step is keeping the preparation gentle and familiar, because this tea is meant to comfort, not challenge. Take cinnamon, a small amount of fresh ginger, lemongrass, and then add fennel seeds and cardamom for digestion. Place them together in water and let it come to a light boil, then simmer until the water reduces to about 1 cup. The aroma should feel warming and inviting before it is even finished.
That already sounds like something seniors could enjoy as a ritual, not a task.
Yes, and how it is used matters just as much. This tea can be enjoyed once or twice a day, often in the morning or early evening when the body benefits from warmth. Seniors can drink it before or after meals, depending on comfort. The goal is to let it settle into daily life without pressure.
That flexibility alone makes it feel less intimidating.
Of course, taste is personal. A small amount of honey can be added if blood sugar allows, especially because cinnamon helps moderate the response. Seniors should avoid making it too strong, and those on medication should start gently and observe how their body responds. This tea should feel soothing, not stimulating.
That sense of ease probably helps seniors stay consistent.
And this leads us forward, John. By now, seniors have heard about 3 very different drinks, each supporting blood pressure in its own way. The real wisdom comes in knowing which one feels right for the body at a given time.
That feels important because no two seniors experience their bodies the same way. How can someone listen to those signals and choose the drink that fits them best day to day?
What matters most here is not choosing perfectly, but choosing gently. Some days the body wants calm and relaxation, other days it needs nourishment or warmth. Seniors can rotate these drinks or stay with the one that feels most supportive in that season of life. The body gives quiet feedback when we slow down enough to notice it.
That feels reassuring, especially for seniors who worry about doing things the wrong way.
Yes, and moderation protects trust. None of these drinks are meant to be taken all at once or pushed aggressively. Listening to comfort, digestion, and energy is far more important than following rigid rules. Over time, seniors often sense which drink feels right without thinking about it.
That kind of intuition is something many seniors say they've lost touch with.
It returns when pressure is removed. Health after 60 is less about control and more about cooperation. When seniors honor how they feel day by day, the body often responds with steadier rhythms.
That idea alone feels calming. I think this is the perfect moment to end this conversation. If you are still listening and have any questions about the recipes, feel free to ask them in the comments, and please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and watch this next video right now.
Yes, please.
We've picked this one especially for you.